Hi friends, today we'll discuss what is data migration and what are the integrity issues during the data migration. So data migration is a process of moving data from one location to another location, or one format to another format, or one application to another application. So if you take a recent example, Andhra Bank, Corporation Bank, some banks they merged with Union Bank of India. So customers data of Andhra Bank will be migrated to Union Bank. Okay, so this is called data migration. During data migration, a lot of information will be moved from Andhra Bank to Union Bank. What are the types of data? It is moved from one application to another application, one database to another database is master data, where static data will be there. Okay, list of states, branches, regions, qualifications, all these comes under master data. Customer data will be individual customers non-financial data. It contains customer address, mobile number, email id, all this will come under customer data. These data will be migrated from Andhra Bank to Union Bank. Employee data, all employees working in Andhra Bank will be moved to Union Bank. All the accounts information, customers having different accounts, savings account, current account, FD, RD, all this will be moved from Andhra Bank to Union Bank. Transaction data, it may be they'll consider last 3 years data, 5 years data, 10 years data will be migrated from Andhra Bank to Union Bank. Opening balances, ledger balances, assets balances, liabilities balances, or account balances, all these opening balances will be migrated from Andhra Bank to Union Bank. So once it is migrated to Union Bank, now you can see all the information in Union Bank. So what are the integrity issues will be arise during the data migration? So if it is properly, the data is not moved from one application to another application or one database to another database, then you may get uh, corrupted data may be corrupted, or you may get human, maybe while data movement people can do human mistakes or machine errors. For example, two decimals are there, so instead of two decimals, if you make one decimal, 10,000 will become 1 lakh. Instead of two decimals, you make three decimals, what will become? 1 lakh will become 10,000 rupees. So while moving from one system to another system, if you move a small decimal also, that value will be changed. So all this comes under integrity issues. So what is the process? During the transfer of migration process, need to backup your data regularly. So you have to take backup regularly. This means creating copy of your data before and after the process. So before migration, you have to take a backup. After migration, you have to store and you have to take a backup, and storing them in a secured accessible location. So whatever the backup we are taken before migration, after migration, you have to take a backup, that you have to keep it in a secured location. So what are the examples for the integrity issues? For example, the customer having a age of less than 50 years, but FD interest as given as a senior citizen. So normally it is a integrity issue. Only during the data migration only these type of issues may arise. Normal scenarios, yes, system will not allow you to give a senior citizen interest rate to a normal person. And in product level, maximum interest is 8%, but one account level it is 8.75. These are only data migration issues, any manual or machine errors. Because of this one only, these type of errors will be occurred. Otherwise, these will not happen in real-time scenarios. So what are the challenges during the data migration from one system to another system? You may lose the data. Sometimes data may be corrupted, or when data is moved from one application to another application, you may get application performance error, or integrity problems, or user trainings, because different table structure will be different, and fields names will be different. Then you have to give a proper training in new application. So what are the stages in data migration? Preparation of data. Yes, you have to prepare the data. What data we have to move to another system. Then migration, you have to do a migration. Then you have to check the quality, because whatever the data, how many records it has moved, what is the total value it has moved, what is the total number of accounts has moved, everything you have to verify in quality assurance. So data mapping will be like process of matching one field in one database and matching in same field in another database. In my example, database 1, emp master table is there, field name is employee ID. In application 2 or database 2, table name is employee master, field name is employee code. So these two are same. So whatever the new system, it is employee code, but in old system, employee ID. So while migrating, the data will be moved to employee code. So test data, this data will be satisfy the execution of test cases. So these will be created by the users or created with some Excel files. So for example, if you take a precondition, one user has to be assigned as a cash teller. So cash teller group should be assigned to these users. So all these of test data will be created by the users. So masking of data. So this is not a real, not real data. So they want to check the entire volume. They'll move entire data to another system, but they'll mask the important fields. For example, Aadhaar number. In my example, I have given SSN number. All important numbers. Some data will be masked with stars or X mark, so that people will not recognize the original data. And synthetic data. This is a data by the real world event, artificially generated, not a original data. Boundary data, where we need minimum maximum amounts, we need the boundary data, pair data. This is called boundary data, 100 to 1000, 500 to 50,000. These are the boundary data. Abnormal data. So these the data falls outside acceptable conditions. For example, while migration, customer age has manual error or machine error, it has 200. So this is not normal, it is abnormal data. So these will be rejected. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please comment,